Victor here with Blueful Boosting, back for yet another video. And this is not quite what I wanted to put out, but at the same time, I had this in the background because I wanted to put it out eventually. And now is as good a time as ever because this happened very recently, which is getting my first character, even though I've played for all these years, to level 200. And it was something that was celebrated with the community I'm in that I was warmly welcomed to, Gem. Evidently, they are one of the OGs, one of the better groups out there, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. Sometimes it's just about finding your crew and doing things accordingly. When I can't make content at the rate that I'd like, which is kind of sad because I'm only trying to do like one or two a week, ideally two a week, but my phone videos that I've mentioned, like health stuff, has kind of held me back. So when I can do stuff and I end up on this game, it's always a breath of fresh air. So to be able to enjoy that with a like-minded group that supports you is a big deal. So, you know, this is a thing that took place, and I love that I was able to be a part of it and warmly welcomed, not just to the group, but people genuinely get excited for something that realistically is, it only means so much, right? Like, you can't get XP anymore. The hunt itself doesn't stop. In some ways, you could say the true end game begins at 200. Something to that effect is put in the banner that just scrolled across the screen, but I don't know it by heart, so read it for yourself. but yeah, like, it's cool. And the character that I brought to 200 isn't even the original that I created way back in the day. It's one of those characters, but not the one I started with, not my first. But this is my first 200, as indicated earlier. But this was a recent session where we did the thing, and then that's it. We had a little party, because that's how this group rolls when it comes to these things. It's a small gesture at the end of the day. You know, stuff like this could only mean so much depending on who you ask, but like, it's a big deal to me. As I spent a bunch of time on this game, so to have that celebrated, even if it is only just the beginning, is pretty great. I didn't run into this group until the tail end of my leveling process. And quite honestly, with like what I've done on PSO to like help randoms where I can, I haven't been able to do that to the full extent I'd like within Gem. That's something I hope to change very soon. I also decided to roll a brand new character same day because it was XP week. And I was supported there too. You know, like any little thing, it's nice to have a squad to be able to run with. It was pretty damn awesome. I can honestly stop the video right here. There's not a ton else to say. What I will say, however, as I say that, is I'm very happy to be a part of this group. All of you have embraced me with warm and welcome arms. So I look forward to doing more things with the group and continuing to enjoy moments like this. I even was there for a couple people's 200s just before me. This XP week, we had like, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 people, roughly, give or take, that all happened to get to max level, which is pretty awesome. So, you know, the 200 had already happened. We could have just went to the lobby, but we decided to do a nice no XP dragon just because we could. And we did the thing. Like, sometimes it's the little things. And sometimes those little things can mean quite a lot, especially if you're down for the count. I almost made a video about that, but I didn't want to go down that rabbit hole again. I might at some point, since Life Journey is a part of this and we're continuing to try to put out content as best we can alongside it. It's not quite how I plan to start everything, but it is what it is, you know? Life will never stop lifing. It was also during this session that I found out doing something I used to do all the time, line myself up with the head, got me frozen this time around, which I'd never had that happen before. Maybe I positioned myself slightly differently, or there's some kind of contact damage effect or something, I don't know. But it was something that happened this game, so the dragon decided to bless me as well for my level 200. Not with a drop, not with a holy ray, but with a being frozen in place. So that's cool. But yeah, we all just kind of chilled in the lobby. That should be coming soon. I forget how long this actually went on for. I might have recorded a little too much footage. The smart thing to do probably would have been to just start at the party part, so I don't have to try and rant throughout this entire thing. Because what else is there? But needless to say, it's a group that very much fits the theme of this channel, really. Everyone's uplifting, whether it be within PSO or otherwise. PSO, just other games, just random screenshots. Like, everyone's always willing to help and be supportive. And really, it's something I've come to expect from the entirety of the PSO community, but it's crazy how all this time later, in a gaming generation, or a period of time in gaming where remakes dominate the industry, I don't think this game needs a remake. It's still being propped up by fan servers all these years later. The community's still as great as ever for the most part. You're going to find your bad apples every now and then, but good luck finding them in this game, honestly. I can maybe count on one hand the ones I've run into. And not that they're like trying to hack your shit or anything, but kind of just being elitist and saying like this is the way you should do things or stop doing that without any explanation. But again, I can count that on one hand, maybe two fingers if I'm being honest. Throughout the entirety of my journey across several characters and finally pushing this one to 200. But it doesn't need a remake. The fans have remade it into really just what it was. You know? Remake it, don't touch the core mechanics. It's obviously not a remake, but you know. Ephinea and other servers out there that I know much less about, but they're a thing. People still propping up this game all these years later. It's absolutely phenomenal. So, if for some reason you don't know what this game is and want to enjoy the roots of console MMOs, look no further. If you have a PC, go download yourself the Ephinea client and come join us. Whether it be the server as a whole or maybe Gem itself, if you find yourself to also be a gem out there. Pretty much a good person. Doesn't take much, but you'd be surprised nowadays. But that's going to just about do it. There's more of this. More footage than I realized I was going to be able to realistically come up with something on the spot for. But the main point is there. Find and know your tribe and stick to it. And this isn't just PSO advice, this is life advice as well. And this is, of course, something we come to expect here. And there's more of it to come. Because I've slowed down, I think I'm going to try to record a few more things today or in the next few days. So this will probably go up later today to be scheduled for tomorrow, which should be May 21st. And record some stuff to be scheduled throughout the week, maybe like more than one in a span of a few days to make up for another lapse of not being able to do the at least one video a week type of deal. Also, thank you to the other one subscriber that has joined my partner in crime on here. It means a lot. I don't know if it's the person that commented or not, but whoever you are, thank you for the support. And since my OG PSO gameplay has gotten the most views thus far, even though it's not a ton, we're definitely going to be doing more of that, if not having longer sessions for it to be able to record and spread it out. But we are going to stick to the first game through completion. I don't think I'm going to split, try and do 1 through 4 on different days. It just wouldn't make sense, at least not to me anyway. We'll stay consistent until we get it done. And then 1, in theory, should be the shortest game. But it's an RPG, so it's going to take a while. Probably a few sessions and whatnot. So yeah, that'll do it. Take care, everybody. Stay awesome. And remember to keep taking that downtime and finding ways to turn it into uptime. See y'all on the next one. Later.